Good morning, this is World Cup Daily from Stoppage Time News. Everything you missed overnight, in one sitting. Coming up, France and Spain collide in Dallas today for a place in the final. Atlanta ramps up security ahead of England's semi-final showdown with Argentina tomorrow. And Brighton smashed their transfer record to land Spurs wonderkid Luka Vuskovic. It's Tuesday, the 14th of July. Let's get into it! Arthur here, and there's no shortage of talking points, even without a ball being kicked overnight. The World Cup quarter-finals are done, and the last four are set. England, Argentina, France and Spain, with both semi-finals now just a day apart. First up, later today, in Dallas, France against Spain, with Didier Deschamps predicting a spectacular tie, and France's Warren Zaïre-Emery talking up revenge for their Euros semi-final exit, FIFA have confirmed Salvadoran official Ivan Barton as referee. Then tomorrow, Wednesday, England face Argentina in Atlanta for the first time at a World Cup in 21 years, with Atlanta police increasing staffing and resources around the stadium for what the BBC is calling potentially the biggest England game of a generation. Away from the pitch, Norway turned their World Cup heartbreak into a celebration. More than 100,000 fans packed the streets of Oslo to welcome their squad home, the players performing one last Viking row on the palace steps before the parade was briefly held up by low-hanging cables. Bittersweet scenes, but a reminder of just how far this tournament has travelled. Two enormous semi-finals in the next 48 hours. From here, it only gets bigger. Now to the story of the day, and all eyes are on Atlanta. England face Argentina in Wednesday's World Cup semi-final, and Sky Sports' tactical breakdown calls it one of the biggest England games of a generation, with Thomas Tuchel's side needing to solve the puzzle of Lionel Messi one more time. The BBC's Guillaume Balaguer notes Messi has walked for close to half of this tournament, conserving himself for exactly this kind of night as he chases a third World Cup final. For England, it's just as personal. Harry Kane is being framed by The Guardian as entering the defining week of his career, with 5 days to try to outshine Messi in Atlanta and then Kylian Mbappe or Lamine Yamal on Sunday if he wants to add the Ballon d'Or to his World Cup ambitions. The BBC itself is making the trip, broadcasting live from Atlanta for the first time this tournament, with viewing figures expected to beat the 18 million who tuned in for the win over Norway. Kate, what's moving on the wire?
Thanks, Arthur. And remember, everything here is reports, not done deals, until a club actually confirms it. Brighton have made it official on one front at least. The BBC and Sky Sports confirm a club record fee to sign Spurs' young defender Luka Vuskovic. Manchester City, meanwhile, are being linked with another teenager who's shown at this World Cup. The Guardian and Sky Sports both report City want Lille and Morocco midfielder Ayoub Bouadi in a deal that could cost around £85 million. Arsenal have strengthened elsewhere, confirming the signing of Germany forward Lisa Baum from RB Leipzig. And Manchester United's rebuild continues. United have completed a reported £48 million deal for Brazil's André Santos from Chelsea and are said to be closing in on Aston Villa's Youri Tielemans too. A busy window, plenty still to be confirmed. We'll keep tracking it. Quick hits before we go. Chelsea's new head coach Xabi Alonso has confirmed defender Reece James stays on as club captain and says he wants Enzo Fernandez to remain in West London too, according to Sky Sports and The Independent. Everton are closing in on a permanent deal for defender Hannah Blundell, the BBC reports, after her loan spell there impressed enough to make it long-term. In Uruguay, former Manchester United striker Diego Forlan has been installed as temporary head coach until March, replacing Marcelo Bielsa, who left after an acrimonious exit from this World Cup. Former England captain Heather Knight tells the BBC she is, quote, really content after calling time on her international career. Spain defender Mapi Leon has joined London City Lionesses on a 3-year deal following her departure from Barcelona. And in Scotland, Aberdeen have signed winger Lewis Smith from Livingston, with manager Stephen Robinson admitting he'd tried to land him before. Back to you, Arthur.
So what to watch next? Today in Dallas, it's the first World Cup semi-final, France against Spain, with Didier Deschamps predicting what he calls a spectacular tie, and Warren Zaïre-Emery talking up revenge for that Euros exit, while Lamine Yamal and Kylian Mbappe go head-to-head for a place in the final. Then tomorrow, Wednesday, it's the one everyone's been waiting for, England against Argentina in Atlanta, their first World Cup meeting in 21 years, with security stepped up around the stadium and a place in the final on the line. We'll have the fallout from Dallas and the build-up from Atlanta right here tomorrow morning. Stoppage time news before the final whistle.